It's Alex and it's time to take a look at the final game week of the season and obviously stock up on some spicy differentials. And I have a few ideas. I'm going to be playing my bench boost, which I obviously saved, and I saved my free hit in Gameweek 37 and I got a whooping 75 points, which could have been much better if the very template pick of Consa didn't score 15 points as well, and he definitely carried a lot of teams into 70s, which my free hit didn't really even look that special, whilst some other teams obviously scored like 70, 65 points easily without really any sacrifices. I went with Vardy and I'm very happy with the decision. First and foremost, Vardy scored a goal and I owned Jamie Vardy in my fantasy Premier League team for his final game for Leicester and for his goal as well. Absolute sins. And in hindsight, it would be better if I even went and captained him. But knowing that Mbeumo missed a penalty, if he scored that penalty, it would be very punishing not captaining Mbeumo, because everyone else around me has been captaining him as well. But for differentials, Mikolonko, 8 points. We got Pickford in goal, full free hit team. Chelsea boys, a little bit disappointing. Kukurea, of course. I mean, it's nice to have him, but seeing Palmer and Anso, I think they combined for like one chance, but it wasn't really some, like this game I didn't expect any goals. After the first 15-20 minutes, I noticed that it's going to be a tough fixture. But yeah, they still managed to beat Man United, and in hindsight, it would be probably better to pick up like my players that I left out of my main team, which were Elanga and Bowen, who got like 5 and 8 points respectively. And yeah, I would have been better off by keeping my players, because I got Bowen for like 5 game weeks now and he has been delivered consistently. And now people who are picking him now later, they're scoring points over me. But it's all good because we will be picking the best players for Gameweek 38 according to the fixture difficulty rating. And as you can see, the Arsenal, Bournemouth and Ipswich have the best fixtures. I mean, on paper, West Ham at home, I think it's actually a good fixture for West Ham as well, as you can say here. I mean, it's an interesting, a few teams that you may be like interested in looking into would be Brighton and Man City. Man City need a point at least, so they'll probably win against Fulham, and you expect maybe Kevin De Bruyne to feature there. And obviously Marmoush is in a hot flying form, so Haaland maybe also be a good pick. I don't have neither Haaland or Marmoush, and I'm not even planning to pick them. I will be focusing on these games, right? So if we take a look at the heat map, for instance, for Evan Nilsson, because Evan Nilsson, as entire Bournemouth team, they're facing Leicester, a team without Vardy now, and a team that just isn't really playing for anything. And there is a history, like Norwich was beaten like 5-0 like a few times, like in the span of like last like 10 years or something. So this is interesting because it's also a relegated club, and there are some other teams that were like spanked by like 5, 3, 4 goals, and it was usually home teams beating the teams that are relegated. And now we go, it's going to be Bournemouth versus Leicester at home, so I expect the likes of Evan Nilsson to score, and my transfer would be probably Strand Larsen to Evan Nilsson. I can make a different move, which, by the way, speaking of mini league, if you know I am running a mini league, I'm unfortunately only 15s, but the winner gets $100 in PayPal payment, right? So I know that it's not something that I ask people. It's a free entry for my mini league, so it's not against the rules, but I'm just giving a winner. Whoever wins that, I need you to confirm your identity. Just email me, and at the end of the season, you're getting your Hondo. Which is great. I mean, that's another reason to watch the channel and maybe support me in the next season too, because I'm gonna be cooking something next season too. So for my team, look, it would be nice to get in top 10 of my mini league. That's all I'm saying. For my team, I am playing bench boost, and I think if Strand Larsen is actually kind of like knocked, like there's an injury on, like for Isak as well. Like if both of them are out, I will definitely get then maybe Havertz and Evan Nilsson. Or I can look at Wilson, maybe even. I mean, we don't know. Most likely Isak is playing. Strand Larsen, I mean, they're playing Brentford. It's going to be a lot of goals, but And Cunha isn't starting, by the way, so not getting Cunha. You see, I saw that there's going to be an issue with Cunha. It's just unfortunate that I picked Sanderson a little bit earlier. Now he is not even starting for Wolves. So like that's the reason. Maybe because he's not even playing for the club next season. Maybe that's now out of a sudden the manager decided, why don't we just play players that are committed to our club instead? I mean, you should have done that when I picked Slendarson, man. And bench Cunha so Slendarson gets all the points. Well, I'm still salty after that. So yeah, thinking was correct, but the execution unfortunately was not. This team looks very nice for bench boost, I think, because we got 8 Nuri attacking defender. We got Aina, who is also attacking defender, and also plays against Chelsea, which can be a very cagey game. I mean, I'm not expecting them to keep a clean sheet, but anything can happen. And now I'm getting rid of Strand Larsen, it's gonna be Evan Nielsen. So right, I expect my bench to score 10 plus points, which is nice. I can even take a hit, which is the plan. I'm going to be probably taking a hit so I can field another defender. So I can get rid of Aina, indeed. Instead of him, I'm gonna be getting Ben White, because Arsenal are playing Southampton, and Arsenal have something to play for, and that is the Golden Glove of Raya. So they would be interested in keeping the clean sheet. And what I wanted to show you, I wanted to present you this heat map of one and only Ben White. Look at this. It's a 4 at the back formation, and Ben White plays a right back, and look at his positioning. He spent most of the time on the opposition part of the pitch, and they played Newcastle. Very good side as well. So I'm really impressed. 57 touches. If we talk about chalkboard, let's take a look at what did White do. White actually indeed took 1 shot, which, I mean, if he's taking a shot against Southampton, could be a cheeky goal. But when it comes down to passes, let's see passes of Ben White. I think this is great. This area is where he can cross the ball. He passed the ball inside the opposition box as a right back. I mean, you love to see it. You'll have to see it. If he's going to be just as attacking against Southampton, also Southampton have nothing to play for. They lost to Everton as well. I love watching that game. They could have scored maybe like they maybe were a little bit unlucky ones, but I think they're not scoring against Arsenal, right? So, and my problem with my team currently actually is that I don't have any Arsenal, which I was skeptical on their defense. But now that everyone held them through their blanks, those same people will have double Arsenal defense against Southampton. And me, being without Arsenal defense, I can be in the mud. Getting Raya for a hit, it's pretty much I'm taking a -4 hit to earn 4 more points over my Jose Sa, who is going to be getting 2. So I think it's just the move that doesn't really make sense. I doubt that Raya is going to be getting any bonuses in that game. And if there is a player that will get any bonuses and also maybe bonus points and maybe get some assists potential, right? So that would be a defender. So Kivior, I think he's a little bit too defensive. Saliba is probably out, so it's going to be like a defense of, you know what? I don't even know who's going to be playing in center back position. Maybe Partey. Yeah, it's tricky, man. But I know that Ben White most likely going to be starting. So having Ben White, and the plan for now is Aina for Ben White and Larsen for Evan Nielsen. That's what I want to do, and I will be fielding this team, and it's going to be -4 with a bench boost. And look, people were playing their bench boost in double game weeks and they were scoring under 10 points. If I'm getting 10 plus, this is perfect. This will be a fantastic push into top 50k, which will be a very nice rank, given that I played very different. I didn't copy necessarily the strategy for the chips. I mean, I missed out on like maybe a few optimal decisions, and obviously, like you can see that the people like Harry or Focal, they're in top 10k, top 5k, crazy outcome for the season, and obviously Harry has been extremely consistent, and it's just skill, man, and going against the grain and trying something different is my best bet to get a good run. I mean, 50k, not the best, but maybe next season I'll be probably making more of my own decisions and sharing them with you, because I feel like these small little differentials that we picked up after Gameweek 30, I think they played a big part in like me enjoying the game a lot, because seeing how your entire mid league has the same team and they like steadily grinding the rank and you're like not even grinding anything over them, I would rather risk something, you know. But it's also like not going straight like like insane rogue differential, maintaining at least a little bit of structure and having some key players. Also, if you talk about differentials, of course, like I covered Evan Nielsen, you can go for anyone like Kluivert, which I'm not a big fan of. I think he's getting benched a lot. I would actually go for Semenya, and Semenya is pretty attacking, and he was pretty attacking on the right side against Man City. It's just like this game, you cannot really judge because Man City are a good opposition. They lost to Aston Villa though. Like they are actually on a run of bad results, and they would like to turn it around. I just think that this is just a perfect midfield. I don't need to make any changes. De Bruyne against Fulham, I expect him to start. I mean, getting him out when he can score against Fulham. Yes, he missed a sitter against Bournemouth, but I mean, come on. There's Bowen against Ipswich. People are taking hits to get Bowen. I'm really happy to have him. And Bumo, captaincy material against Wolves at this point. Like Wolves conceding goals, like there is like no tomorrow. Elanga against Chelsea. I think they are scoring, and they do. I mean, getting rid of Elanga for a hit makes no sense in my opinion. Mo Salah against Crystal Palace, still chasing that goal assist contribution record. Visa against Wolves again. I expect there to be a lot of goals. My defense, and in fact some people will consider getting Newcastle defenders or attackers. So look, I may as well just consider getting Murphy again back. I mean, I don't really want to do that, but the only player I would be selling is Elanga. But it feels like a lot like a sideways move in a way, because I'm getting a very good attacking midfielder for another attacking midfielder. Everton, though, I think they lost like one of their center backs. I think Brian Waite, and there is like either they're suspended or they're injured, so they're gonna be suffering. Like their defense is not gonna be optimal. So having someone from Newcastle would be good. I hope that Isak starts. He is in everyone's team, so it's not like I'm gaining any rank. For the captaincy, I may as well go for Bowen or Isak. My captaincy is on Salah right now, it's just default. I may go for Bowen. It's just like, it feels like this game will be a little bit more difficult. Like Bowen scored from the only chance I think West Ham had against Nottingham Forest. I don't know if there's a lot of goals for West Ham in that game, but you never know. So there you go. There is Isak, and there is Wissa in my attack. Kyrgios against Leicester, perfect pick. If you don't have Kyrgios, you may consider getting him. Alisson may as well concede, so I'm not really happy about that. But Guardiola is in everyone's team as well, so this is already a little bit spiced with differential starting 11. Where is the bench? It's gonna be changed slightly, so I may as well play a -4 hit. So that is the team. Last team selection video of this season. If you enjoyed this channel, you are recommended this video, drop by and leave me a comment, and hopefully we'll cook something next season as well. And obviously I'm gonna be probably making a video after the season is over too. I'll see you next time.